here we go again. So, some things you may notice if you watched part 1. There's a lot less connected. So out of curiosity, knowing that USB can supply power, and essentially I just want to use this as a coupler or a USB hub, so I don't need the Wi-Fi anymore. This Pi has its own. I'm running up to the camera, which is there. Turned it all off. Took out the GPIO pins, which means the Pi would no longer be powered. So that's now on its proper micro USB power socket, and we can see it's flashing away and working. See that without the power for this board, it has still powered up. Well, I'm guessing whatever's going on in the chip there isn't happy at life, because everything's unplugged and it hasn't even got a proper power supply. But I'm guessing this mostly just drove the lasers and the motors, because, so recap, camera down this USB cable, friendly little USB connector, some description of USB hub, up this USB cable into the Pi that's running Octoprint, and as we can see, if I put my hand in front of it, it's a bit of a delay, but you can see a very delayed, live-ish picture. There's a bit of a buffer, and you'll see my hand appear in a minute. But this is drastically simplified, which does mean that I should be able to whack a USB connector straight on the end of that camera cable and plug it straight into my Pi. There's nothing funny going on. The GPIO pins are not needed for any kind of control. The board, the controller board is behaving like it's in multiple sections. So I could rig this up now, effectively just using this controller board as a coupler. Because the Pi is not using the USB Wi-Fi on the board, which is that shiny silver thing there. It has its own. It's not using this for power anymore. It has its own. It's just using it to connect these two together. So if I can get a USB connector for this cable off to the camera, then I should be able to plug this straight into there. I might want a USB extension cable. We can come to that later. Means I can plug it straight into there, which means this will then not need this, which means that, well, not that Pi, I do need a newer Pi, but a Pi 4 with the USB cable to the camera will fit underneath the screen on the back of the Ender in that case. Progress. Intriguing progress.